I humbly welcome Nada Radkovic ma'am for the session. I invite Reggie N.K. Nair to give an introduction about ma'am.
Good afternoon. I deem it as my privilege to introduce an eminent academician, Professor Dr. Nada Retkovic. She is an assistant professor on Faculty of Economics, Business and Tourism, Split University, Split, Croatia. She holds master degree in economics, mechanical engineering. She has PhD in statistics. She is the recipient of honorary doctorates in human rights, social rights, etc. She is the advisor in National Agency for Education and Training, active council member of Croatian Society for Operation Research and the Association of Accountant and Financial Professionals. She is the board member, country director, and administrative core team member of First Virtual University International Internship University IIU, and she is also the president of IIU Research Center. She is proficiently using the much sought innovative teaching methods like project based learning, flipped classroom, collaborative learning, game based learning to help students to develop their best. She is a great philanthropist who is extending her dedicated service to many government and NGO organizations as a part of Save Africa. She is the founder and coordinator of many national and global projects, each winning scientists, STEM, and in many various fields. She is the reviewer, editorial board member, author, co-author of many journals of reputation. She published articles in national and international reputation. As a multitasking global educationist for the work, she won each year many awards, recognitions, diplomas, certificates, medals for national and international achievements. Croatian Best Teacher Awards, International Women Award, Croatia Public Awards, International STEM Awards, International Educator of the Year, Award of Excellency, Best Women Researcher, Best Ambassador Award, Best Global Professor, Best Teacher Award, Best Teacher using Digital Media Platform, Bravery Award, Corona Warriors Award, Peace Ambassador Award, Excellence Award, Global Edu Leader Award, Global Creative Women Award, Globe Statist Awards, Global Edu Conclave Awards, Global Edu Thought Leader Award, Global Humanitarian Awards, International Educationist Award, Innovative Educator Awards, Global Teacher Awards, Honorary Volunteering Award, Most Inspired Women, Most Courageous Women Award, Global Research Awards, Golden Star Teacher Award, Award for Best Academy Book, Yellow Frame Awards, Best Presentation Award, STEM Awards, Global Empowerment Award, Most Inspirative Woman, Who is Whom Award, Outstanding Global Award, Education Share to Care Volunteer Award, and many more awards and achievements in various fields. One of the most great global educator who inspired the world and deserve a place in Golden Book. She she is a dynamic, inspirational, motivational educationist whose contributions to the humanity is endless. We are really fortunate to have her as a resource person, and I take this opportunity to welcome you, madam, on behalf of NBKST family and valued other organizers to this international conference. I welcome you once again, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Greetings from Croatia. I apologize because I really needed to change my classroom. I'm honored and grateful to be here today. I'm thankful to Dr. Shavia for this opportunity. This is really a great conference, and each one conference till now was great. I listened few speakers, and today very interesting topics. So I will start my presentation. I will share my screen now. Is it visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay, thank you. Is it full mode? Okay, so today my topic is innovative teaching models. All in introduction was said about me. So here is, I'm a professor in a vet school and a professor on the university. This is my university, one of the best universities in the Europe. Working honorary for International Internship University. And today proud to be a participant of this conference for the need of the present academia scenario. So what is education? Education is the basis of our lives. Yes, pandemic affected our life, but we still need to think about education and the mental health. The mental health is first thing that we need to think today, each of us, because we never need to stop learning and working till the day that we die. So, new informations, new ICT, active forms of learning, innovative methods, they are all focused today on the student. We need to take care about his needs, interests, motives, encourage creativity, communication. Yes, and critical thinking. So we will see what we means about the hard skills, the soft skills, and if we don't have an element of playing and gamification in the teaching, our lessons will be very bored. So we are each day trying to find new methods, and that we can say new because the students have new outcomes, new educational outcomes, and new expectations of the topics. So the use of technology today is very, very important. And we need to have a cooperation. Like today, before me, the speech has Professor Dr. Azra. She is one of my great friends, and we are in communication each one day. Dr. Savia, we are also. So cooperation between the academicians, professor is very necessary, and that is the main thing of the paradigm shift of the learning. So these modern approaches need to be integrated in the learning and teaching aims, and they need to strengthen us to make exchange of knowledge, and also between the schools, academicians, to improve the teaching process. What are the skills demanded in 2022? We are almost coming to the end of 2022, but still at 2023, we will have the same data literacy, cloud computing, collaborative negotiation, self-growth ability, courageous leadership. And we need to recognize the needs. Maybe there's something that we didn't recognize. Like example, now I'm in a classroom with my students. They are making a CV. They are making a CV by the second time, and now they are trying to find maybe some skills, things that they didn't write until now in their CV. So cloud computing today, without cloud computing, we could not do nothing. Also, the skills to learn in 2022, we are talking about the blockchain, the cloud computing, the big data, artificial intelligence, blockchain, machine learning, Internet of the Things. Like I said, now, very soon in December, it will be the biggest metaverse conference, and for the first time, so many students, so many people will have a chance to go through the virtual reality. That is a skill of the 21st century. So teachers today are facing so many problems, but teachers have the experience to solve each one problem. Let us see what about the new technologies and the achievements. We have AR. We have AR, the augmented reality, and yes, it is a science fiction. It is a science fiction, and it is coming and giving us so many success. We need a new environment which are displaying the choosing, and it will be upgraded. Then blockchain. It is open. And if we talk like example a subject in the finance, we can use the example of the balance sheet. And the balance sheet always have two sides, the active and the passive side. And blockchain is great. And the transaction of the money, I will show later how we make the transaction of the money by creating the chain. Then we have the drones. Drones today are controlling each of everything. The school and the academicians are using the drones to make some things to be memorized. Internet of Things, that is a network connectivity of the smart devices. What are the smart devices? Where are they needed? If we are talking about the fields, each one field, maybe today it has a it is necessary in the logistic and in the transport. RPA, the robots today are increasing. They are reliable. They are present in the environments like at schools, hospitals, everywhere. We know that we have today already the surgeries made by the robots. The AUT technology, also a big rapid progress. We have the areas of application, and it is growing for today. We can talk about this virtual reality. Virtual reality, 3D. Uh, it helps us to make a big relationship between the human resource, between the virtual reality in each one field, in health and in general for business meetings. Edge computing today is very significant in education and in other the fields. 3D printing is very important for the vocational schools, for all the branches of the industry. So we need to have disadvantages like time reduction. We are reducing the cost because we know that the final product is always having a big, high cost. So that are all the challenges of the fourth industrial revolution and the higher education. And we really need to accelerate that. We need a reskilling. And we need to be creative. We need to think with big thinkers, think different, and think out of the box. If we are not doing, how can we say that we will shape the future of the education? And yes, the challenges faced by teachers and change during the pandemic. I can say that the education will never be the same like before. And so many researchers are suggesting that if we have online learning, it needs to be retained of the information. And we have e-learning. Teaching is remotely to the digital platforms. So digitalization in education is really important. As Jenny Erlich said, technology can become the wings that will allow the educational to fly further. We need to fly further. We need to fly further in each moment. We need to think about that. How can we get new wings to fly further? So we have two scenarios. One is that we can make a disruption and back to the basics. I think that no one don't like this scenario to go to the basic. And the next second is make a new deal for the education. This is for today, but we need to think about the well-being. We need to think about the well-being. What I always like to say, I like to say in the morning when you get up, you need to take a deep breath. You need to take a deep breath for your well-being and think and have a positive mindset. Only on that way we can increase this new deal for the education. So we have so many new terms and they are not the same. Digitization is not the same term as digitalization. Digital transformation is not only the digital education. And we are using all these innovative digital tools and technologies during the teaching. So critical thinking, 3R, hard skills, soft skills, creativity, collaboration, communication. These are the new skills that the world is looking for. And we need today to be involved in the STEM. So here, I'm coming from the Europe. In Europe, my students have so many possibilities to be involved in the STEM. We have the whole year activities. The activities start with the Code Week, then we have the STEM campaign, and it is going through the whole year. So digital literacy, we need, it is asked for us, and this is important. Technical proficiency. You know, today nobody will ask you, do you know to repair your computer, because there's so many bugs, so many bugs. You need to know, and you need to be a person who is multidisciplinary person, and the summer model is giving us that. And we always start from the Bloom's taxonomy. We need redefinition, modification, augmentation, and substitution. What it means? We need to have the attributes. We need edtech. Edtech is technology, the blooms, and the motivation. If we don't have the motivation, how can we talk about the remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating? So there are the higher order thinking skills and the lower higher order skills. You cannot, especially when we are talking about working with the students with disabilities. Today we have students with disabilities, we have gifted students, and the teaching and the lessons will not be same for the all students. So if you can't remember something, how can you understand it? And then we cannot talk about applying, and we will never analyze something and create something new. So this pedagogy wheel is showing us in the middle, we have this Bloom's taxonomy, and it is going through the verbs, each one verbs, but you see the connection. The connection is with so many digital tools that we are using in our work, and we need to have the power of the positive emotions. So what is a pedagogical innovation? What is an innovation? That is a big question. I'm sure that so many educators, researchers, science are asking this question each day and trying to find a better solution and trying to find a new answer. Today we have almost this blended model. What is the disadvantage at all of this learning about this technology? We know that we have a lack of the computers. We have so many families that are large, don't have computers. Also maybe have a poor internet connection. In Europe today, we are using a selfie. Selfie is a free digital tool, and it is helping the school to evaluate the use of digital technologies. Like a statistician researcher and the field of education, I'm very active in this Croatian Operational Statistical Society, and we are looking the results of the research. So many stakeholders from different countries are giving their feedback. So we can say that from 80% of the respondents, we have the best, the expectations, what they are giving in the time of the crisis. So from the classroom to Yammer and Google Classroom. Someone choose Yammer, someone choose Google Classroom. We learn all on the different ways. We make the lessons, we make the tests, we make the quizzes, we make the surveys. We use so many interactive activities. How we make the lessons, how we record, how we show, how we keep it very short, and how we make the compressing. My suggestion is the screencast-matic. Screencast-matic is very good for the video editor. Then, digital tool Loom. If you need to make something like me, like a professor in statistics, I make lessons because in Excel, I record each one step. Each one step would be record for the lecture using this. And digital tool Loom is really great for this example, not only for Excel. You can use it for the SPSS, for Stata, for eViewer, for any other software. Google Meet, meeting on the Zoom. We here today have this Google Meet, making so many online surveys using digital different Softwares like Forms, Mentimeter, Insert Garden. For the what was for me the problem? Finding a whiteboard. GeoGebra has this whiteboard, and I also buy for me this for making the lessons and drawings for the statistics, and use GeoGebra for so many tasks. Uh, just a moment. Okay. Then we make infographics, poster presentation using Canva and other. In Croatia, we have very developed system. Our national agency for the academicians, for the students. We have so great ICT platforms. We have the school for the life. We have the editorial for like a repository for the digital materials. So FlippitiNet, Google Forms, then quizzes, learning apps, and also I said a part of gamification. So why game-based learning? Nera, tebe ćemo sve čuti na moje prezentaciji. Why game-based learning? Why we need game-based learning? So what is changing the way that we teach our students, our kids in the future? We need to change the way of the education for the children, and we can do it from the learning space, playing roles, changing, and then if you gave them the badges and rewards, you will make a big motivation for them. So we need to encourage and develop the STEMs each year, 2020, 2021, 2022. We are expecting a new topic. So for each one we need to make a SWOT analysis. We need to know the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. Here is one example of using, who says that artificial intelligence already is not in our classroom. Here is one example what me and my students are doing. It is a digital entrepreneur incubator. So the topic in the project is innovation, the smart village design. Each one idea is achievable and the company is sustainable. What is very necessary for that project? In the focus of this project, we have so many initiatives. You see, we want innovation in rural services. We want sustainable mobility. We want renewable energy. We want urban-rural linkages. We are thinking about the bio and circular economy, social innovation, agriculture, food, and digitization of that. So smart village is our new product. Who says only smart cities? We are fighting for the smart villages. And the smart village needs to be same like a smart city. So this project needs to increase the number of people who lives in the rural areas. My town is a small town, and we have a lot of rural areas around us. And we want to make the job opportunities, the improvements to live conditions, and for the loans, for the support. We want to support the agriculture, better social life, and improve the traffic services. So that are the challenges of the day-to-day by the face. And we want new opportunities to improve the quality life and standard of the living. The standard of the living is very poor and in Croatia. Here are the hypotheses. Eco-development of smart villages in rural area is very important to improve the human life. Yes, and it will increase the number of the people who are living in the rural areas, and they will respect their SDGs. If we increase employment opportunities and income, the development of infrastructure is statistical significant, and it is for living in rural areas. And the third hypothesis is there is a statistical significance between staying and living rural areas of living in the rurals. So, what are the quality of life in communities and the migrations? What is the goal of the research? What we need to do? We make a survey of 941 respondents from Croatia rural areas. We are talking about only one county. It's called Split Dalmatia County. And the respondents were the age between 24 to 45 years, and we select them randomly. So these are the answers of the quality of living conditions in a village compared to a living in a city. It is better to live in a village because we have a supply of groceries, we have the housing conditions, we have traffic connections, we have health service, education, employment opportunities, profession, and other possibilities. And we need to make that. And these are all the advantages and disadvantages of living in a village compared to living in a city. We need lower living costs, poorer housing conditions, smaller social differences, less stressful life. You know, the life is less stressful living on the village. Lower income, less relaxation. So all these values, we make a mean modes, we make the descriptive statistics, and we here get the answers, and we decide to continue working on this because undecided, we have so many undecided, and we need to make this undecided less. This number need to be less than 30%. So we have our results. Our survey has results. We can solve these hardships of rural living. We can achieve all this innovation, what we want, the mobility sustainable, the renewable energy, the bio and circular economy, social innovation, and we will make it through the digitalization according to the innovation of the smart village design. So here, this is the idea. Idea will from idea to realization. It is application. This is only one of application. We make one innovation. It is really user friendly. You can make a photo. You can make it on your mobile. The photo will always show your home page, your application. When you press the button go, we can open the space. We can register like in other programs. So you see how students can be professional. These are innovations. These are innovations in education when we already use artificial intelligence, smart devices, Internet of the things. So you can use this. This is a possibility to make. Here, this is for the rural part. We want, like example, to eat health potatoes. And where it shows you where you can buy. It shows you the first producer who is nearby you. Then you click the offer button and you can see all the types of products you are looking for. So this is a family business, I can say. It is guiding to the navigation. It is like every game you can play by the mobile, but this is something that it is very necessary because we want also, we are famous by the tourism. Croatia is famous by tourism, but in our rural parts, we want to increase also the rural tourism. With this application, with this smart business, we can make it better because we can get more tourists living in the and staying in the rural parts. And if you can use a taxi, you can make a taxi service who will help. Also, you can make the navigation. So this apps is very important. If you want to drive these apps, if you want to show this, how can we pay that? Today we don't have time, but once we can show you how we the process of making this kind of applications. You need to focus on the strategy. You need to ensure the well-being of your students, the well-being of the teachers, support students to the risk of violence. Living word of the teacher will never replace the face-to-face is very important, and all these challenges. And yes, today, artificial intelligence is the technology of the future. So If we talk about the AI, we can see that it already replaces so many things in the education. If we talk about the personalization, we can make it, as I said, for the students with disabilities, for the gifted students. And AI has that very modern approach today in the society. How can we make it? How can we use the artificial? We need this data economy. We need this data economy who will refer, who will make this data grow and it is growing this few years. It is coming in the years. We know that all this social medias and all this new data economy. So I will not talk a lot about this. I can say that I'm coming also from the International Internship University. It is a really great place to grow. We have so many courses that we can offer. With AI, we have the benefit for the students. The students can achieve each any goal by using it in the education process. 3D cards, everything is coming from this. I said before, when we start, we have the 3D printed organs and the livers from the 2024. AI repository will accelerate the progress toward the SDGs. We can here make a repository of 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and that is great to make the project and submit it. So we are asking this question: is AI today ethical? Is it fair? Is it responsible? Will it get rid of job? Who will benefit from the AI? Can AI fair? Who will decide and how to deploy to the AI? And we come again to this I pedagogy wheel. We always, when we start to do some tests, we need to start from the Bloom's taxonomy, from remembering, applying, analyzing, creating, and evaluating. And we have today a big digital transformation in the education, all from the big data. We need to take care about the value education. How can we do that? Being online, well-being online, and our rights are online. Let's see this photo. Let's think about this. What we see are our mind, our brain today working on this principle. So the use needs to be very, very important. We need radio, internet, laptop, tablets, hardware, software, and all other applications. Blockchain is also today a modern approach in the society. The example is a step-by-step view, making a money transaction. So today, my general conclusion is that robots and machines already take a part of our daily life. We need to empower students to take action. We need to empower our students to learn about action, to learn through action, and learn from action. So in this hard time, in this time of rapid change, we need to provide all this for our next generations. Thank you for your attention, and let's learn and grow together.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's time to extend the sincere thanks for your great presentation regarding the digital transformation and all. I invite R. and Abhinav of Second MD, NVKC College of Education, to thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my immense pleasure to extend to be here in this section. We are greatly inspired by the words regarding the innovative teaching and different types of tools, digital tools. It inspired us, ma'am. I convey my heartfelt thanks to you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.